Hey everyone, I'm the Canadian Lad, and today I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once at 0.2 Febic speed and found 25 new details that will make you appreciate the film on a whole new level. This is by far one of the most requested movies that you lads wanted me to watch. So here we go, I did and I loved it. This movie gave us the multiversal story we should have gotten from Marvel. Anyway, without wasting any of your time, I'll just jump straight to the details. Number 1. The bagel represents nihilism, meaning that life in and of itself is meaningless. Now the antidote to nihilism turned out to be women's googly eyes, which visually look like the exact opposite of a bagel. Or it actually looks like a yang, while the bagel looks like a yin. The everything bagel is a black circle with a white center, while the googly eye is a white circle with a black center, symbolizing how women's anti-nihilism counters Jobu Tupac's nihilism. Bagel is also a slang term for zero or nothing, making it the perfect symbol for Joy's nihilistic worldview. Number 2. Right at the beginning of the film, Joy aka Jobu can be seen staring into her bagel very early in the film. I'd argue that the spinning cloths are the bagel, but as the camera pans out, we can see it's actually a googly eye. So this one movement is showing the symbols of the two conflicting ideologies of the film. Number 3. At this point, who doesn't know this lady, right? Well, this IRS officer was played by Jamie Lee Curtis, and you'll be shocked to know that they actually based her look off of a stock photo of an actual IRS employee. Number 4. In this lightning speed montage where we see Evelyn from many different universes, if I slow down the playback here, we can actually see that they included a shot where the VFX crew is actively editing the film over a Zoom meeting. Now, all the VFX for this film was done by 9 people, including the 2 directors, with the majority of the shots being done by a core group of 5 people. And you'll be surprised to know that none of the VFX team went to school for VFX. They were all friends who taught themselves with tutorials they found online for free. Number 5. When Evelyn masters the pinky uppercut, there's a very specific sound effect here. This sound effect actually refers to Mario's home run bat in Super Smash Bros. When you get a knockout. And a fun fact, this is actually director Daniel Kwan's favorite Easter egg in the whole film. Which brings me to my next detail, number 6. Daniel Kwan, one of the directors of the film, makes a cameo in the movie as well. And he's the first person to get sucked into the Everything Bagel. The Daniels directors both appear in the movie, which happens more than once. Kwan makes another cameo as the mugger who tries to steal Evelyn's purse, which then inspires her to learn Kung Fu. And second director Daniel Scheinert plays a small character who's named Richard Long in the movie. The same name as the character he played in his solo directorial movie The Death of Dick Long, wherein his character dies after having sex with a horse. Feels like an intentional move there. Number 7. Waymond quotes lines from the song Absolutely by 9 Days to convince Evelyn to help him.
Your clothes never wear as well the next day. Your hair never falls in quite the same way. Even your coffee tastes wrong.
Now, a version of this song can be heard later at the BDSM room scene.
Hey, clean up in there, alright?
Number 8. When Evelyn has to acquire martial arts skills from another universe, she was told to profess her love to Deidre, which turned out to be pretty difficult for Evelyn. But if I just slow down the scene here and go through some of the things in this list, there are some next to impossible tasks here. For example, rip out all hair, jump out a window, break a nose, lick elbows, repair father relation, and then biting her own tongue off. So yes, professing love to Deidre was indeed the easiest thing on the list. Number 9. Near the end of the film, when Joy is helping her parents prepare the receipts to take back to the IRS, a calculator can briefly be seen, displaying the number 55378008. And when flipped upside down, that number becomes the word boobless. I know it's an old high school joke, but the directors decided to have it in the movie anyway. Number 10. When the family is singing karaoke together in the opening shot, Evelyn briefly covers Joy's mouth. This is because although the audience can't hear it, the song being sung is Barbie Girl by Aqua. And as a mom, Evelyn didn't want Joy singing the lyric, "You can comb my hair, undress me anywhere." Even though we cannot hear this song, but if you watch this scene at 0.2 Febic speed and try to read their lips, you will see it's the Barbie song that they're singing. Number 11. At the beginning of the film, Jenny Slade's dog mom character has to present a ticket to pick up her laundry.
Here to pick up some shirts. I called like 3 times.
Okay, give me your ticket. I find for you.
No, I have the ticket.
Now the ticket number is 42, a number so famous for being the answer to everything. In fact, if you Google the question, what is the answer to everything, it will most likely answer 42. Number 12. The two antagonists fighting Evelyn with the butt plugs shoved up their butts are given credits as Alpha Jumper Trophy and Alpha Jumper Bigger Trophy. These are literally their character names. Number 13. In the scene where Evelyn is being chased by Deidre, she moves from one cubicle to the other while squatting down and on the phone. This scene is almost exactly the same as a scene from The Matrix, where Neo is hiding from the agents in his office building. Now, if you don't know, I've already watched The Matrix at 0.25 epic speed, so make sure to watch that video once you're done with this one, and I promise you, you will love it. Number 14. Ki-hee Kwan, the actor who plays Wemond, was a production assistant and an assistant action choreographer for the movie The One, another movie that features a multiverse. Number 15. Next to Evelyn's security monitor at the lower left corner, a toy of Rico from Penguins of Madagascar can be seen. This toy was available in McDonald's Happy Meals in 2014 and would shoot a fish out of his mouth. And a running gag in the Madagascar series is Rico containing seemingly everything in his stomach, able to cough up whatever item the scenario called for. This parallels the movie's plot of pulling out any item or skill for the needed situation. And notice at the end of the film, the Rico toy's mouth is wide open, symbolizing the opening of the multiverse. Number 16. When Chad is first introduced to us as a grilled chef, notice we could still see a raccoon tail coming out from the base of his head, even though at the time we didn't know a raccoon is the source of his skills. So this tail being visible was a huge hint towards that plot. Number 17. The fact that Evelyn is a movie star in another universe was actually foreshadowed right at the beginning of the film. I'm talking about this scene where Wemond mentions how Evelyn wanted to become an actor.
He wants to be an actor just like you did.
Number 18. The two characters with the trophy butt plugs are actually brothers Brian and Andy Lee, who run the Marshall Club YouTube channel together, so if you want to subscribe to their channel as well. Number 19. During her fight with Evelyn, Jobu grabs a branch and it quickly morphs through various forms, but notice for a split second, she can be seen holding an Oscar, and chances are this movie might end up winning one. Number 20. As Evelyn's acceptance of the multiverse grows, the aspect ratio between worlds noticeably changes as well. This is one of the first things I actually noticed while watching the film at 0.25 epic speed. So hats off to the Daniels who even made sure the aspect ratio have its own arc. Number 21. Evelyn and Wemond have a van which the whole family uses to travel together. Now notice it is the same van used by Alpha Wemond and his crew in the Alphaverse. Number 22. In the hot dog finger universe, instruments that require fingers are heard to be played poorly. This is especially heard through many classical pieces, and I really appreciate this background detail because A, probably nobody noticed it, and B, the directors made sure to keep it accurate anyway. Number 23. In the first shot of the movie where the Wang family is singing karaoke, notice a small raccoon figure can be seen to the bottom right of the mirror, foreshadowing the Rakukuni universe. Number 24. At the beginning of the film, when Jobu Tupaki travels from the Thetaverse to our Evelyn's universe, in between she travels to two other universes. But notice in one of them, she's a bus driver who's probably about to die with all her passengers. Number 25. Now this detail is not related to 0.25 epic speed, but it's something I've observed and would like to share with you lads. Notice in the first half of the movie, we are made to think that the bagel is here to destroy the world, and in the second half, we realize it's a depressed person trying to destroy themselves. Now my favorite thing is how early on we learn that this particular Evelyn can hop universes because she is literally and objectively living her worst life, and yet at the end, that's the life she chooses to continue living, even though she could potentially merge with any of her other selves. Now Hollywood needs to take a note. Evelyn is how you write a female character. Michelle Yeoh shows that she can still hang when paired with competent writers that care about character development and delivery. The reason why this movie worked is because it just takes everything about action movies and turns it into something personal, and that always works. Unless you have something personal at stake, the audience just can't invest themselves into a story, and that's been the missing element in Marvel's entire Phase 4. So I hope Marvel comes back around with Phase 5 and shows us their true sense of storytelling as they did with Phase 3. And that's it. This would be my breakdown of Everything Everywhere All at Once at 0.25 fbps speed. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please give me a thumbs up, grab the subscribe button, and turn notifications on. I pray you have a wonderful new year, and I promise you I will bring so much more quality content in 2023. In fact, let me make a vow. I want to make it to 2 million subscribers before my birthday on 24th of April. So with that in mind, I plan on uploading twice a week instead of just once. And I know you lads will support me. Take care, lads. See you in the next one.